Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft Together. But this is taken together to a whole new extreme. My base has been hijacked by the Communist Party. What is going on here? This property has been seized. Reason, means of production. What? It will be distributed equally amongst everyone. Yeah, sure it will. Sure it will be equally distributed. The means of production, is that me producing blaze rods? Because I've been producing a heck of a lot of blaze rods down there, which means that I've been producing diamonds as well. Or else they say. Or else they said. By the way, people are leaving gifts. Wow, we're going to be able to fight a wither soon. Thank you everyone for the gifts. Appreciate it. Of course, I've got to put these things to use. Really do appreciate that. And Fud Pucker over here is putting the smeltery to use as well. What's Fud doing right here? Smelting up some raw fish into cooked fish. That's awesome to see. I need to keep stocking this thing up with blaze rods, which I've been doing. I've got no idea how far it is stocked up at the moment. But we can see there's a full stack in there, so that's good. But anyway, if we... Okay, Rio, whatever that was, some sort of diving into the ground, yeah. If we head over to our shop, you'll see that we've been making a lot of sales. I've been stocking this thing up over and over again, and people keep coming over here and buying buying blaze rods, but it looks like since I last stocked it up, no more extra sales, although a few right there. So this is the total amount of diamonds that I've made so far, and as you can see, some of them are property of Rezo the Loan Shark. So there is a loan shark on the server, and I've got some loan shark's diamonds. That makes me very worried. Someone might come after me looking for those diamonds. Yeah, I think we made 5 sales since I last stocked this thing up. We've got loads of blaze heads here and blaze rods, and business is going pretty good at the moment. But on today's episode of Let's Play Minecraft Together, we are going to be working on the King of the Hill game. Alright, so that we announced a couple of episodes back. We're playing this later in the day as I record. It's a game that we've put together to introduce a new feature onto the server, which is killing a player and having their head drop. So if Deshard right now were to kill me, my head would drop. Well, not right now, but later on after we play King of the Hill. Because players are going to be killing each other in King of the Hill. It's going to be a PvP game, and so I thought that would be a cool way to bring it all together. Oh, it's just a book and quill. Oh, hey X, I felt that Romeo looked a bit lonely, so I brought him some company. Awesome, he's got a new friend. Juliet! Oh, goodness me, that's wonderful. We're going to have to make a room for them to hang out in together, that's for sure. Awesome stuff. And anyway, what I'm going to do is go back to farming blaze rods right now, and I'm going to bring the camera account on, and I'm going to show you how we've set up this King of the Hill game. So my friends, you're about to witness some command block magic and learn how we have put this game together. We have built it in the overworld because our overworld is temporary. It's going to be deleted in 1.13. And putting this game together, we realized it's probably going to be cooler if it weren't temporary and it was permanent. So we're probably going to move it into its own dimension where it'll have an arena and then players can group up together and go and play King of the Hill together. It's going to be awesome. But I will show you how all of this works. Now, first of all, we've got a little teleporting thing here in the overworld telling you the one rule, which is don't bring elytras, because we haven't sort of set up the arena to include those, which is something we'll definitely change in the future. But anyway, there is a block here that teleports you to another location, and that area is the lobby right here. There's also a exit portal, so if you jump through this, you go back to the location we were at a second ago. Now, when you're here in this lobby, it puts you into game mode 2, although because I'm in game mode 1 it didn't. So for the regular players in survival mode, it puts them into adventure mode. That means they can't break any of the blocks here, and when they go through the exit portal, it's going to put them back into game mode 0, so they can go back into the world and enjoy whatever it is they're up to. Another thing it's going to do when they're in the lobby is set their spawn point just here, so that when they die in the arena, they can drop down here, they can run over to play and get back into the game, because standing on this platform when a game is running will put you down into the arena down below. So let's go and have a look at the command blocks, although before I do that I should probably actually explain the concept a little bit better. The game will last for, let's say, 3 to 5 minutes. we teleport all of the players in the lobby down here into this arena. They will get spread around into locations which are being worked on at the moment. As you can see, I think those golden blocks represent where they are. And then the players will have to fight and take control of this little temple right here. So when you stand on the golden blocks here, you are going to be earning points. They will be displayed on the side of the screen, and then at the end of the 5 minutes or however long the game is, the player with the most points is going to be crowned the winner. We're probably going to do like 3 rounds, and there's going to be trophies as rewards. And if you remember, I showed you some of the tech in the first episode for the trophies. We are working on bringing actual trophy blocks into the game as we speak. So anyway, there's a whole lot of command blocky stuff. Let's run through it quickly. So this is going to target those game mode 0 players and put them into game mode 2. And you'll see here the region that it targets is the lobby that you saw behind me. So it's only going to affect players standing in that lobby. Now in that same region, it is going to give them weakness for 10 seconds. It is going to give them resistance for 10 seconds. This is all top level. And it's going to give them mining fatigue top level as well. Now a combination of all 3 of those means that the players will not be able to fight each other. And what we could have done is put them into a team with no PvP allowed. Problem is we use teams to sort out ranks. So that would break people's ranks, which is really unfortunate. So we can't use teams, and we found that a combination of these things stops them from fighting each other. Now they're all set to 10 seconds, so when they get teleported from this area down into the arena, they have resistance for 10 seconds, meaning that players can't just jump on them straight away and spawn kill them. This one over here should have a sign telling me what it does. It's the one that sets their spawn point. So again, players inside of this lobby get their spawn point set in the middle. I don't know why the sign is blank though. And we also want no creepers in this region, so it teleports creepers into the void. That one hasn't quite been set up yet. Then we've got a bunch of stuff over here for starting the game, and as you can see, it uses a spread player command. It does some stuff setting up the scoreboard so it can display the points on the side of the screen as well. That's what all those commands are doing. And then what does this one do? It adds points for the players who stand in the middle of that region down below. Cough points, there you go. So if you're standing on the gold block, it'll add points. And that's why there's a lever here. And Space, by the way, is a developer, and he's just working on all this tech that you're looking at right here. And then there's a few more commands as well. And that's the gist of how the game works at the moment. And I think it's going to make a little bit more sense when you see it in action. And while we're up here, I figured I should probably mention that Space has done 90% of the work here with the command blocks. We've all been working on this together. Myself, some of the moderators and admins who are online have just been putting this game together for the last few hours. And I feel like they shouldn't go uncredited, of course. So it's a team effort here. I'm not doing everything by myself, just in case I gave you that impression. Crazy.
You guys
Why is Ghost Mumbo here?
What?
Because Mumbo clearly died.
No, this fella here literally is Ghostly Mumbo.
I can't see anything.
Wait, XY.
Looks like really sad.
Yeah.
There he is. Jeez, that's
I was
like
taking a screenshot, a photo, you know.
Vanishing.
Oh,
guys,
let me in.
everyone line up. We'll
Okay.
take a screenshot with Zuma.
Oh, I'll get in then, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Fine.
mega
Just
thing.
looking from afar.
I mean, I'm in here somewhere.
Yeah, we can see you.
Everyone jump at the same
It's
time.
like I'll be 1 pixel in the screenshot.
Why?
I'm just jumping and getting pushed everywhere.
Can we do like,
running into the middle? I'll just get flung about.
guys? Do you know the screen? Do you know the screenshot of the first episode of LPMT? Let's do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
so-
will be here for a long time if everyone tries to stand orderly. Do you remember
Yeah,
how
okay.
long
Oh,
it
wait,
took
you
us?
can all stand in a row and like in an arc. Yeah, that's.
I have an idea. Okay, you might think I'm crazy, but if we all run into this corner, right, someone might take damage from entity cramming.
Oh really?
It might be me because I was first here.
Okay.
Could you take damage in?
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
someone's
boys.
taking damage! I heard it.
that might have just been punching.
Oh, who's
No,
in
players
game mode 1
aren't
punching?
No, is it? Can you take damage in 2 right now? Because somebody shot
No.
me with an arrow and I didn't take any damage.
I heard someone taking damage.
Wait, in adventure mode, can we pick up and place down water and lava?
No.
Nope.
No.
I checked it.
There's no point me having them in my hotbar then, is there?
So, a whole bunch of people turned up to play the game, which was fantastic. We had loads of people on the server, and everyone had a really good time, even if the game itself ended up being pretty ridiculous. Now, you can see from the sped up footage that there are a couple of problems here. We have some lag spikes, and we have too many players in the middle, and that's all my fault. I had such a small amount of time to organise this game that I overlooked some really important things. One with how we set up the command blocks, and another was just not thinking about how many players there were going to be and how everyone had OP gear. So we tried a few different renditions of the game, but as you can see from this sped up footage, it ended up being pretty ridiculous. Too many players piled into the middle and lag spikes, which no one likes. But anyway, we all got together and we did have a lot of fun.
That's a
Trying to stay.
Someone's just going for me. Go for the middle. That's not how you play this game. X wants to play too. Oh, I'm gonna die now. It's a cruel person hunting me down. I hope you don't get my head. Jeez.
You
don't get my head.
I am getting targeted like bad right now.
I hope you don't.
Oh
get my
God,
head.
I couldn't even put myself out of fire.
No, he's gonna no.
Oops, I died.
Oh no.
Yes, that
I
is.
just want to get on this leaderboard. That's what I'm concerned about now.
Be the last one standing and just
Oh my
tear
god,
on the
I'm dead.
leaderboard.
Knockback.
Well,
Oh,
Take points.
there'll be 2 people standing.
Oh,
Oh, I'm on! That's my life goal. I just got to bring home the beacon. I don't know how I brought home the beacon, but apparently I did. I'm going to run out of food. I did not anticipate this. Okay, lag spike. Let's try and get up the leaderboard now. I don't want to finish in last place.
If you're the last
Second
man
to
standing,
last.
then you can just stand here and just gain points. You know.
I loved how I died because I was forced out of the game.
Come on now, few more points. There we go. Moving up in the world.
Fourth from the bottom.
Moving up.
How
Oh,
much
time
is
to
this-
recover.
Is
Time
this
to
no
recover.
time limit? I don't.
There is no time limit. It's last man standing.
Oh, okay.
It looks like Andy's going to win.
No, someone kill him.
No, my armor's been glitching.
Ah.
I thought there was a time limit.
Alright, I'm done. Hello, guys.
I think.
I think at this rate, it might be a case of your armor will break at some point.
Bango.
Like people's armor will start to break, and that'll be the sign of them dying.
No, you don't look pretty.
I want a few
Look at
more
me,
points. Come on.
It
Bango.
doesn't suit you. No,
Look at me.
no, your hair's
Yeah,
too yellow.
We are twin sister.
Your eyes are too big. No, looks stupid.
Oh,
We
no.
are twin sister.
Yeah, I think it looks stupid.
No!
Use the defensive.
No! Oh,
Oh, shrimpy man.
I was
oh.
gonna kill him, but
Shrimpy,
Oh,
I'll get my
shrimpy.
revenge.
Die in creative
Murder
mode.
monitor.
Stringing.
Oh no.
How do
Fly, I got kicked. Flying is not enabled on this server.
Yeah,
That's how far I got knocked back.
I got kicked like that too. So.
Gotta get to the
Don't do
top.
that. Who is that? Cats?
How
No,
do
it's
people
someone
get
with
to the
Cats'
top
head
so
on.
quick?
I'm taking your number.
Depending on the spawning
I'm going to review all this footage later.
you want.
Yeah.
swiftness.
Oh, hello, guys.
I can't get up the stairs.
Party.
Try and stay in the middle.
I've not got a
I'm in it.
single point yet. I'm very disappointed.
I think this is
No
an
one's
amazing
died yet.
strategy just to get in the middle and hold shift. Well, this turned out
That's
to
what
be the
I'm doing.
dirtiest game ever.
Dang it.
This is stupid.
Wow, I'm
Oh my goodness.
Wait,
This
so
is
loud.
actually the worst game I've ever played. I'm not even punching. I'm just trying to stay in the middle. There's no skill involved.
So I feel like somebody has like a punch because I get our knockback. You're getting knocked.
I just heard a potion being thrown.
Yeah, someone just healed
Wait,
everyone.
I'm climbing the
Come on.
leaderboard. This game is amazing. Next stop, the top.
I don't like this game.
I've actually climbed up a few. What's funny is I've got full health.
Yeah.
I think everyone has because like
Somebody's
it's hard
throwing
to single
potions.
someone out.
And I swear somebody
Turn
else.
off
I'm climbing the leaderboard. Oh, I can't believe it.
How can I not stay in the middle?
getting hard. I can't see the yellow end.
That's how many people there are here.
aim for my head.
It's like you get knocked out of the center for half a second, and all of a sudden you like fall down a few places.
I am going to die.
Really?
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm down by 1.5 hearts.
Oh.
All you need to do is keep
Anyone want to give me the last
just
one?
running in the center.
Leaderboards.
Go!
Guys, let's go. So savage.
That is
I'm
unbelievably
not
creepy.
Hey, back off,
Wait.
you non
Can you all make meowing noises?
Oh.
Yeah, that just got a whole nother level of creepy.
What the hell?
It's the cult of the cats. They're coming for me.
Cultivanity kills you.
I
Oh, wait.
picked up the cat head that was
Wait,
placed
stop,
on.
cats.
Can I have that back?
Where are you?
Oh.
Anyone got some milk?
My wife's head, sorry.
Wait, I have a
Husband.
spare head. We don't need to murder him.
Wow.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, who just said we don't need to murder him?
Not me.
So what? Are you feeling okay, Spangle? You feeling okay?
Now I'm stuck
Probably
again.
someone violent.
And
Wait.
It's really us or him.
So I would
Do you want to get
Cats!
The people don't
Cats!
get killed.
I
Hi!
was summoned.
Oh my god.
Hi!
What's
Hi,
up?
cats! Thanks! I got your head twice now.
Wait a second. I'm
Daniel?
gonna get bombarded, am I?
I think there's more
Like-
cat heads than any other heads now.
My alt eagle is coming.
It's going to be the most popular head
Where
on the
did that
server.
go?
So where did we go wrong? Well, there were two factors. The first of which was changing the idea of the game on the day. Originally, this was just going to be an arena for the last man standing. So everyone could bring their own gear, and then it would be about the last person left alive. But we felt like that might drag on for a long time, so we changed the idea of the game to have a central point where you have to collect points to draw the players together. Now, with lots of players having tons of OP gear and there being so many of them at once, it just kind of meant that the central area ended up being a cluster of players standing around trying to stay alive. So for that reason, it ended up being pretty derpy. We also tried a round, because we did 3 different iterations of this. We did a round where everyone had to wear no armor and had no weapons, and then they weren't powerful enough to kill each other. So we had a big crowd of people standing on the end here. It was kind of ridiculous. The second mistake were the command blocks. Because this was a one-off event and we were only using a handful of them, we kind of assumed, it'd be alright, it'd be okay. Unfortunately not the case, because we are actually running all of these commands 20 times per second. And if there's something that I've learned in life, it's that you learn lessons and for some reason you forget them too often. I mean, I know this is not the proper way to do command blocks for games. What you should do is have a scoreboard that ticks down every 20 ticks. So that means you can run your commands once every second. And that's what we're going to do in the future, because this is going to be made into a permanent game now. We're going to find a way to put it in its own dimension where you can visit and you won't lose your inventory, but when you go there, your inventory will be separated. So that means that we can balance the game and give players the equal amount of armor and items and whatnot to have while they play. And we'll of course optimize those command blocks as well so they don't give us any more problems. So you are going to see King of the Hill coming back to the server in the future, and when it comes back, hopefully it'll be 100 times better. As I'm tidying up here around my base, I've noticed that someone has changed the heads of these things right here. I'm going to leave it like that. It's actually pretty cool. But player heads are now available on the server, and I am actually going to set up a player head farm. I want to start a project where we have an area where every player on the server's head can be displayed, if they want it to be so. So to make a player's head farm, I need to kind of come up with a room where players can walk into, and I'll be standing AFK, just swinging my sword over and over again, using my auto clicker like I do down on my blaze farm. And someone's popped in their head right here as well. I'm so expecting to see this now. I'm expecting to see player heads popping up over the server, like all over the place. But anyway, we're going to pick out an area, like it's going to be temporary. It's not going to be a proper part of the base. Or maybe it will be permanent, I don't know. But somewhere around here, I'm just going to set up a little something that players can walk into, and then I'll be standing there ready to take their head. Alright, step into the booth and donate your head to X's head wall. Please do not kill/tamper with X. He is recording, so I'm going to record everything, and then we might have like a little time lapse of players walking into the booth and getting killed. So those blazes are shooting at me, which is annoying, but I'm going to block off this wall, stand over here, and then I'll just be going boom, 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 and then every now and then I'll hold down right click to eat, so I've got to put some food in my offhand and then I'll be swinging the sword again. So the door there is just out of range so that I don't accidentally open it. Now I'm going to screenshot this right here and send a message to everyone in Discord so they know where to go to on the server. And I've got one more thing to do this episode, I guess. I just noticed I have a barrier block in my inventory. I am not going to place that down. I'm going to burn it in the fire. I reckon what happened is when I was on the server with my camera account, I accidentally used the give barrier command to this account rather than the other one, because they both start with XIS and I usually use tab complete. So that was a little bit derpy. But anyway, like I said, one more thing to do. Alright, it is that time. Go to the comments down below, put hashtag my question and ask me a question as we answer one of them at the end of each of these episodes. This one is from It's Moses Michael, and it's actually a very similar question to the first one that we ever answered. But let's have a read. Is there a way to join the server other than doing the patron/Discord thing? So if you're a patron, you can get onto the server. There are other ways as well, like Buycraft and being a Twitch tier 3 subscriber. But Discord is something entirely different altogether. It is a chat and voice communication tool that we use to record the videos like you saw earlier today, and to just chat and communicate throughout the day. So you're invited to join discord.gg/xisuma. Go there in your web browser. You can join. You will need to verify that you are you by using your Twitch accounts or by logging on to our Minecraft plotworld server to verify your Minecraft account. But then you can, see all the chat channels and talk to other like-minded people and stuff like that. So the question here was, of course, other ways to join than Patreon. Now, we've only done one competition so far. We're planning on doing 2 or 3 a month, and those competition winners will be able to get onto the server. You get like a year-long pass. And what I also want to do is kind of like giveaways as well, more frequently. But I'm not sure how to do them, and I can't do them on YouTube. It's against their policies to use the comments section or anything like that as a giveaway. However, on Twitch, what we could perhaps do is give away passes to get onto the server to the most loyal viewers. But I want to, I'll make it clear how it's done when it's done. At the moment, it is just speculation. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to do this, because you've got to think about what's the fairest and what's ethical a little bit as well, if that makes sense. I mean, nothing's a perfect science, but you do need to think things through, and we do want to get more people onto the server, so we're figuring things out at the moment, so stay tuned for that in the future. But that's going to be it from me this episode. If you have enjoyed it, then leave a like as always. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you in the next one. So ciao for now. Bye bye.